welcome back. Take my glasses off because I get that reflection. We've got a lot of new projects for y'all going on right now. We're getting ready to take you to our library in the next couple weeks where we do our research. And the name of our library is?
Lost Legends Library.
Yes, we're going to bring you into our library and let you see our Lost Legends Library.
Where we get all our knowledge from.
Yes, and I'm also sharing this video with Baby, so you can go to Baby's channel, and the name of your channel is what, Baby?
Little Baby. Little, and then Baby.
Yeah, so there'll be two intros, one for my channel and one for her channel. It'll be the same thing, except the intros will be different. But go there and like and subscribe to her channel, guys. She's trying to grow. She's a little channel like us. Alrighty, so we're going to talk about the rougarou. I can never say that. The rougarou today. And I'm going to tell a couple stories, and then she's going to tell...
I'm going to give the facts about it.
Yeah, and how to stop it and how to identify one. So this story takes place with two newlyweds.
Right.
And they just got married and they lived off the beaten track, you know, a little bit in the woods. And the husband worked till late not to go out and meet him at nighttime. Just stay in the house. Yeah. Don't be outside. You know, being protective of her.
I wonder if he knew about it.
Just have to listen to the story. Alright, so a couple weeks after him working, one night she decided she wanted to go out and meet him because she thought she heard him coming down the driveway. So she thought, I'm just going to go out and meet him. So she goes outside and she's standing in their driveway and she's hearing something come from the woods. From the left, it sounds like it's going to come right out into the driveway. So she's looking and she sees this beast step out. Immediately she knew what this was because this happened in Louisiana, and she was familiar with the story of the rougarou since she was a kid. But she couldn't stop herself from staring at it, and she made full eye contact with it.
That would be scary.
And then the thing steps back into the woods and disappears. So she goes in, and she knew that there could be a possibility that she just got turned into the rougarou because she made eye contact with it. So she decides that she's going to lock herself in the barn, and that way, you know, if she turns into the rougarou, she won't hurt anyone. But she did this for a long, long time, and her husband never knew because by the time he got home, it was already turning into morning time.
Oh.
So he never knew what was going on. So one night when her husband got home, he asked her the following day if she had ever been out in the middle of the night to meet him. And she said, no. And he said, are you sure? And she said, I'm sure. And he says, I know that you've been outside to meet me. Was the rougarou, and I seen you.
Oh.
That is so scary. And he said, because you have never told anyone about it, today is 101 days. Now we're both free.
Dang, that's... Oh!
She took the curse from him, and then she kept it secret.
That is crazy.
That just scared me so bad when I first heard that story. Okay, the next story, the rougarou has been seen across America and some into Canada. So it's kind of like the werewolf, but it's a little bit more different because it's a shapeshifter that can shift into other animals. But mostly Louisiana says it's a white dog. It changes into a white dog. Okay, this story takes place in Kentucky, where we're at. We're in Kentucky right now.
Oh, man.
Okay, there was a senior citizens home that had took a trip, and they was coming back from the trip, and they had to go through the woods to get to the senior citizens home, which was on the other side of the woods in town. As they were driving, they seen a dog come from the right side and start running along the senior citizens bus. But it started attacking the bus. It started hitting the bus. It started trying to attack the tires. And it actually managed to get in front of the bus and somehow get on the top of the bus. Like it got hit, and then it was on the bus. So it was trying to come through the front of the windshield. The driver itself, thank God, was armed and had a handgun. Pulled out the handgun and started to shoot this beast, which everybody thought was just a giant wolf. Well, as all this was going on, the driver was trying to shoot the beast, and he ends up running the bus off the road, guys. Could you imagine? I was thinking like Jeepers Creepers or something like that.
Yeah, seriously though.
So, as he's run the bus off the road, this creature is coming through the windshield. As the bus has crashed, it's coming through the windshield. Could you imagine? So the bus driver is trying to shoot this creature, and just so happened there was a police officer that was behind them a little ways and seen the lights go off in the woods.
Oh, dang.
So he gets out of his patrol car and he's seen this whole thing happening. He's seen this animal attacking this bus. So he starts shooting at the rougarou. The rougarou runs off into the woods. Could you imagine? I often wondered if it died in the woods, or a lot of times with these stories, the rougarou ends up getting injured, and then like the next couple of days, somebody in town has the same injuries that it had. That's how people figure out.
So wonder who it could be if they just noticed someone up in town later on just showing some kind of.
Because, you know, they had to go up that road to get to the old folks' home. So maybe it could have been somebody that worked at the, you know, the Senior Citizens Club.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to leave.
What if it was one of the workers up there or something?
Oh, that is just so crazy.
And we have heard stories before that it's someone that encounters one. It turns out to be one of their loved ones or someone they was actually close to.
Yes. Okay, now, baby, you're going to tell us how we need to protect ourselves if we ever come across one and how to identify one.
All right.
We need this information.
So the appearance of one, sharp teeth with a long snout and claws, and when it's transformed, it can be a dog or may appear as a wolf-headed creature or a human-wolf hybrid. Now here's some facts about it, things I didn't know. It's actually, sometimes it gets compared to a vampire due to its thirst for human blood. Combined with another monster with human intelligence, the Wendigo.
That Wendigo is so freaking scary.
And also get this, as well as the North American cryptid Bigfoot.
That is my cryptid animal right there. Hers is the Wendigo.
Yeah, a person can be turned into one by being bit by one, like regular werewolf stories. Now here's the weird one. In some stories, victims of a rougarou blood-sucking, that's what they call it, a blood-sucking. They can become one for 101 days, but if they keep that secret, like in that story for that long, they'll be turned back to a normal human being. Other stories believe that a person becomes a rougarou by being cursed by a witch.
Yeah, I've heard a couple stories about that.
Now here is how to protect yourself from one if you find yourself in that situation. An old weakness is that the rougarou is afraid of frogs.
Really?
I thought that was weird. I was like, afraid of frogs?
Hey, there's frogs all in my flower bed out there.
So we're fine.
Yeah.
We're good. And it said they will burst into flames if salt is thrown onto it.
Salt. We got that too.
Might not kill it, but it's enough to maybe scare it off or hurt it bad enough.
Salt and frogs.
And imagine, it'll burst into flames with salt. So, I mean, if someone comes back around later on and they got burn marks, you're going to be like,
Yeah.
I see.
Or somebody don't want to see your pet frog.
Ah! Get away from me! Now here's another one. Put coins or rice around your bed, on the floor, or in front of your door, anywhere around your house if you feel like one is near. The rougarou will spend the night counting the rice or coins, starting over after they reach 12, because they can't go past 12. They might be vicious and cunning, but they're not very smart. They can't count.
I'm thinking about gluing some pennies outside my walkway out here. 13 pennies.
Oh, yes. But it has to be over 12. Because they can make it to 12. And if they reach 12 and that's all you got, you're hurt.
That is crazy. That's little baby?
Nope, that's good.
Alright, this is the story of a rougarou, and I found it to be interesting.
I did too.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye!
That is crazy. I did not
You're
know about the
telling
frog.
me. I didn't either. When I read that, I was like, what in the world? Why
Right.
frogs?
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Frogs! Come on now.